Good morning, students. Today we are in the continuity of the precision and the gyroscopic couples on a naval ship. So basically, firstly we have to find out the gyroscopic couple on the aeroplane. So in the next continuity, we are going to solve the problems and what are the main gyroscopic couple which are acting on the naval ship. Then here we are using that mainly the terms used in the naval ship. That is, previously we have noted that the terminology in aeroplanes, that is nose and the tail. So nose side and tail side. Nose is nothing but the where the propeller is attached, and the tail is nothing but the end of the aeroplane. Now in the naval ship also we are having a different types of the contents. Here in the diagram we are showing the front and top views of a naval ship. So the front and top views of a naval ships which are in the figure, the fore end of the ship is called a bow. So the fore end is nothing but the front, and the rear end is also is known as stern or aft. So the fore end is known as a bow, rear end is known as a stern. From in the previously we have discussed the aeroplane. While we are taking the when the gyroscopic couple will be acting means either we are going in the left hand direction of turning or right hand direction of turning. Here also, when the left hand and the right hand sides of the ship when viewed from the stern called port and starboard. So while taking the left turn and right turn, what does the mean? We have to identify it in the terminology called when viewing from the stern. Stern is nothing but the rear end. So when viewing from the stern, the left hand side is known as a port and right hand side is known as a starboard. So these are the terminology mainly we have to remember for the derivation or solving the problems or the main terminology also. Then let us example take it an example that when the boat or ship is traveling towards the left hand side, that is the thing we need to represent in terminology as from where from where we are seeing that whether it is a left hand or right hand. So from this turn only we have to assumption the terminology that the left hand and the right hand sides of the ship when it is viewed from the stern is called a port. Left hand side is called a port, right hand side is called a starboard. And then what is the effect of gyroscopic couple on a naval ship is will be represented in three cases, that is steering, second pitching, and the third one is rolling. So when we see in the diagram, that is stern and the bow, in between these two are the perpendicular longitudinal axis and transverse axis which are mutually perpendicular. These are the exact division of a naval ship with respect to x and y, that is longitudinal and transverse axes. See here also the propeller which is in the bow or fore end, we are having a propeller that is to be taken into the account. Then what is the effect of these gyroscopic couple on a naval ship during steering? So in naval ship only we are having three cases, that is steering, pitching, and rolling. So meanwhile we are taking the consideration that each one, that is steering, how the gyroscopic couple will be affected and rolling and pitching. Okay, these are the three different contents we are going to deliver. Nextly, then steering is taking a complete ship in a curve towards left or right. So for any vehicle, the steering is the main element to travel or to move the body of any component or any vehicle towards the left hand side or right hand side. So here also the main content of the complete ship is to be curved with a element, mechanical element called steering. So the steering, when it is moved forward, we have to take a left turn. The rotor rotates in the clockwise direction when viewed from the stern. So uh, here it is the top view of a diagram or a top view of a naval ship. When viewed from the stern, okay, while taking for the left turn, the left turn means the rotor has to rotate in the clockwise direction. So we have to remember that when a vehicle or when a ship is during steering, we have to convert it to either the direction left hand side means the steering we have to rotate in clockwise direction. When we seen from what is the always we have to remember where from where we are seeing, that is stern or rear end. Okay, the effect of gyroscopic couple on a naval ship during steering while taking the left or right may be obtained in similar ways for the aeroplane. So what we have discussed or what we have learnt from the aeros- aeroplanes, in the same way we have to solve the gyroscopic couples during steering while taking the left and right turn. So the rotor of the ship is rotating in clockwise direction since we have to go for left hand direction. So we have to go for a left hand direction, we have to rotate the steering in the clockwise direction when viewed from the stern. It will have an angular momentum vector that is OX. So the angular momentum vector is of OX. In the same way, this angular momentum of OX, as the ship steers to the left, the active gyroscopic couple will change the angular momentum vector from OX to OX dash. See, these are the same method we have applied in the aeroplanes also. So there also you can see that for the movement of left hand direction, what are the contents of these angular momentum vectors, that is from OX to OX dash. As per the ship consideration of steering to the left, the active gyroscopic couple will change the angular momentum vector from OX to OX dash. The vector OXX dash now represents the active gyroscopic couple and the perpendicular to OX. Thus, finally, the plane of active gyroscopic couple is perpendicular to XX dash and its direction in the axis OZ for left hand turn, which is in the clockwise direction. Then the reactive gyroscopic couple of same magnitude will act in the opposite direction, that is anti-clockwise direction. With that, the effect of reactive gyroscopic couple is to be raise the bow and lower the stern. So as you know, in the aeroplane also in the same case, for taking the left turn, we have to go for raise the nose and lower the tail. Here also nose is nothing but the here nose is nothing but the bow, stern is sorry, tail is nothing but the stern. So here also the effect of this reactive force is to raise the bow and lower the stern. So in the other case, when the ship steers to right hand direction, right hand side, what is the thing we need to remember is when the effect of reaction gyroscopic couple that will automatically opposite to the left turn, that is raise this turn and lower the bow. So no need to discuss about the right hand side. So what is the content, what is the couple which are acting in the leftward direction is opposite to the right hand side of turning. So that in the same way we can directly represent that during right turn the ship, sorry, during the right turning of a ship, the raise the stern and lower the bow is better to move the ship in a smoother manner. When the rotor rates in the anti-clockwise direction when viewed from the stern, and the ship is steering to the left, the effect of reactive gyroscopic couple will be lower the bow and raise the stern. Here, one more content is actually just now we have taken the count of during left turn and the rotor is rotating in the clockwise direction. But now we are taking another consideration is that when the rotor during the left turn, when the rotor is rotating in the anti-clockwise direction, then what will happen for the reactive gyroscopic couple? That is nothing but which is opposite to the content. That is lower the bow and raise the stern. In the same way, when the ship is steering to the right, for the similar considerations of the rotor is rotating in anti-clockwise direction, the reactive gyroscopic couple will be raise the bow and lower the stern. So when the rotor rotates in clockwise direction when viewed from the bow or forend and the ship is steering to the left, then the effect of reactive gyroscopic couple will be raise the stern and lower the bow. So uh, and the content of next thing is when the ship is steering to the right under similar condition, then the effect of reactive gyroscopic couple will be raise the bow and lower the stern. Anyhow, what are the contents of the naval ship during the steering? The effect of reactive gyroscopic couple on a boat propelled by turbine taking left or right turn, that is discussed in the aeroplane and naval ship also. And next one is effect of gyroscopic couple on naval ship during pitching. Then pitching, what is a pitching means? The pitching is the movement of a complete ship up and down. Pitching is nothing but a, what is the gap between two screw, that is the thread of a screw is called a pitch. So the pitching is nothing but the movement of the complete ship up and down in a vertical plane, that is about a transverse axis. So in this case the transverse axis is trans the is the axis of precision. uh, the pitching of the ship is assumed to be takes place with the simple harmonic motion, that is motion of the axis of the spin about the transverse axis is a simple harmonic motion. That is the condition, that's why we are taking that is as a simple harmonic motion SHM. So here while we are seeing in the diagram, while moving there is a axis of, that is the axis of the spin is moving up and down, that is omega p of max, that is angular momentum, reactive angular momentum, that is we have to be in a movement of in the direction of transverse axis. So this is a transverse axis horizontally, and vertically it is a transverse axis, horizontally it is a longitudinal axis or axis of the spin also. See here in the diagram pitching of a navel, by taking the pitching upward and the pitching downward. So the pitching upward and the pitching downward, there is an angular momentum when it is traveling to a upward, that is from longitudinal to transverse direction, that is about a direction of up and down, that is from x to x dash, that is a movement, that is ox to ox dash for a slighter angle, smaller angle of delta theta, and for lower about the axis of the spin, that is from ox to ox dash in the lower direction, which is about smaller angles. So by the consideration of all these, the angular displacement of the axis of the spin from mean position after time t seconds, that is theta is equals to pi into sine omega t, where pi is equals to amplitude of the spin, that is maximum angle turned from the mean position in radians, and omega is the angular velocity of a simple harmonic motion, that is 2 pi by time period, that is the time period of SHM, that is equals to formula 2 pi by TP in radians per second. The angular velocity of precision, that is omega p, is equals to the change of angle, that is d theta by dt, where the theta is equals to pi into sine omega 1 t. Substituting that, we get the pi is equals to uh, d by dt of sine omega t omega 1 into t, that is omega 1 cos omega t. So finally the angular velocity of the precision will be maximum when the cos value is 1 only. So the maximum angular precision will be pi into omega. Then omega means angular velocity of SHM. So omega is equals to 2 pi by dp. So let us find out the gyroscopic couple. Let I be the formula, it is the C. We know maximum gyroscopic couple is I omega omega p. We have to find out the maximum gyroscopic couple, that is the C max is equals to I omega omega p max. When pitching is in the upward direction, the effect of the reactive gyroscopic couple, which is in the diagram of these OX and OX dash, will try to move the ship towards the starboard. And on other hand, if the pitching is downward, the effect of reactive couple will be shown, that is in the diagram of C, is to turn the ship towards the port side. Okay, so these are the contents of effect of gyroscopic couple on naval ship during the steering, sorry, pitching. Then next one is the effect of gyroscopic couple on a naval ship during the rolling. So we know that the effect of gyroscopic couple will occur, the axis of precision should always be perpendicular to axis of spin, rolling. So, however, the axis of precision becomes parallel to the axis of spin. There is no effect of gyroscopic couple acting on the body of the ship. So, in case of rolling of a ship, the axis of precision, that is longitudinal axis, is always parallel to axis of the spin for all the positions. Hence, there is no effect of gyroscopic couple acting on the body of the ship. So, the effect of gyroscopic couple on a naval ship is during only rolling and pitching only. Pitching and steering only. There is no gyroscopic couple will act on the naval ship during rolling. So this is a content of gyroscopic couple on a naval ship. Then go for a problem, that is when a turbine rotor of ship has a mass of 8 tons and radius of gyration, that is k 0.6 meters. It turns at 1800 rpm, which is in the clockwise direction when looking from a stern. Determine the gyroscopic couple if the ship travels at 100 kilometers per hour and steer to the left in a curve of 75 meters radius. So, for this solving of a problem, we simply taken into the given data available from the content. So, what is the given data? Given we are getting the information that is a mass of the ship 8 tons. So 1 ton is equals to 1000 kg. So 8 tons means 8000 kg. And a radius of gyration, that is 0.6, that is k meters. It rotates speed n. N is equals to 1800. What about the omega angular speed? Omega is equals to 2 pi n by 60. So 2 pi n by 60, n is 1800. We have to substitute there. We get it 188.5 radians per second. And what about the last one? The ship is traveling at 100 kilometers per hour. That is linear velocity. So V is equals to 100 kilometers per hour. So all the contents are in the category of meters. So we have to convert it to meters, and there is a angular velocity is in seconds. So we have to convert the velocity into seconds also. Meters per second, that is 1000 kilometer per hour is equals to 27.8. That means 100 into 1000 by 3600. That is 1 hour is equals to 3600 seconds. 27.8. And what is the last one? Steer to the left in a curve. That is the radius of curvature. That is r value. That is 75 meters. From this, we have to find out the mass moment of inertia of a rotor. That is I is equals to mx or mk square. When m is equals to 8000, k means 0.6 meters, and square. Finally, we get it 2880 kg meters square. And angular velocity omega p, that is equals to linear velocity by radius of curvature. That is linear velocity is 27.8 by 75, so 0.37 radians per second. We know that the gyroscopic couple is the formula C is equals to I omega p. Omega we know, omega p we know, I is. So finally we get it C is equals to 200 kilonewton per, kilonewton meter. So as we that when the rotor rotates in the question itself, it is showing that when the rotor is rotating in clockwise, so which is locating from the stern, and the ship steers to the left. So in a couple of The reactive gyroscopic couple is to raise the bow and lower the stern. Okay, this is the main thing. How much of couple or gyroscopic couple is acting, and the same time, what is the position or where the effect of reactive gyroscopic couple is acting is also noted in the answer itself. And finally, what is the stability of a, a four-wheeler when it is moving in a curved path? So, what is the stability or means consider a four-wheeler which are having four wheels, while we are seeing in the diagram A, B, C, D of an automobile locomotive taking the turn towards the left. So, the wheel AC or the inner wheels and BC, BD or the outer wheels. So, for any vehicle, we are take the consideration that for left turn, which is nearer to the road of radius of curvature, that is called nearer, and away from the road for taking the turning of left turn, these are all called outer wheels. So when considering for right side turn, the AC are the outer wheels and BD are the inner wheels. So this is the main content we need to remember. Then what is the center of gravity of a vehicle is lies vertically above the road surface. Then for this diagram, for left turn, only the consideration. Let m be the mass of the vehicle in kgs. W is the weight of the vehicle in Newton, which is in terms of mg, that is mass into gravity, that is into 9.81. Next, Rw is the radius of the wheels in meters. So radius of the wheels is nothing but all the wheels are maybe of equally sized. Mostly the front and the rear wheels of here it is a we are taking a automobile car, almostly the four wheels are of same size only. So we have to the radius of wheels in meters and the radius of curvature, that means what is the road of turning is to be maximum. So that is here we are representing that it is in a clear way, that is r, that is radius of curvature is always greater than rw, that is radius of wheels. Next, h is the distance of center of gravity vertically above the road surface in meters, and x is the width of the track. That means from what is the from front wheels or distance between front wheels, front two wheels, or otherwise the distance between the back two wheels. Okay, next, that is called a track. I w is equals to mass moment of inertia of one of the wheels, and omega is the angular velocity of wheels or velocity of spin in radians per second. IE is the mass moment of inertia of rotating parts of an engine. Omega E is the angular velocity of rotating parts. So gear ratio, we know that omega E by omega W, that is engine parts to wheels. Okay, linear velocity V. that is to be finding from omega into r, or otherwise omega is equals to v by r. Okay, a little consideration. This is the term uh, main things we need to remember, that the wheel gap of front two wheels is x, and the four wheels of a vehicle are equal size, that is radius, and the radius of curvature is always should be always greater than the radius of the wheels also. A little consideration will shows that the weight of the vehicle, that is W, will be equally distributed over the four wheels, which will act downwards. As we know, the entire weight is to be balanced for the four wheelers, then only the vehicle moves in a smoother manner. And at the same time, the weight is always to be acting in the downward direction only. The reaction between each wheel and road surface of the same magnitude will act upwards. So therefore the road reaction over each wheel is W by 4. Since the road reaction on each wheel is nothing but the entire load is acting on four wheels in a equal manner. So four total weight by number of wheels is 4. So that's why we have kept it as W by 4, that is equals to mg by 4. Next, let us now consider the effect of gyroscopic couple and centrifugal couple on a vehicle. So for ship, it is effect of gyroscopic couple during pitching, steering and rolling. Here the effect of gyroscopic couple and centrifugal couple on a vehicle is to be find out. Since the vehicle is in the turning towards the left due to precision and rotating the other parts, therefore the gyroscopic couple will act. So the velocity of precision is omega p, that is v by r. V is nothing but the velocity. R is the capital R is the radius of curvature. The gyroscopic couple due to the four wheels is CW is equals to 4 into I omega omega p. As we know, the gyroscopic couple formula is C is equals to I omega omega p. But here we are the entire load on the four wheels equally. So we are calculating the entire load on four wheels. That is, we are calculating that what is the load or what is the effect of gyroscopic couple on a single wheel. By multiplying the number of wheels, we can get it the total gyroscopic couple. That's why we are taking the formula as CW is equals to 4 into I omega omega p. And the positive energy or the gyroscopic couple due to the rotating parts of an engine is due to the rotating parts of an engine. Up to now, we taken that gyroscopic couple due to wheels. At the same time, rotating engine parts also, where the rotation is there, there is a couple will be generated. So that's why we are taking to the content as gyroscopic couple due to rotating parts of an engine. That is C is equals to IE omega P. Since previously that is purely on the wheels, so I W omega W. I is mass moment of inertia for wheel, angular velocity for the wheel, and omega P, that is reactive gyroscopic couple as usual. Here at the same time for engine parts also, IE mass moment of inertia for engine, omega E angular velocity of a rotating parts of an engine, omega P as usually, that is equals to IE into omega E is equals to G into omega W into omega P. That is the formula. G is equals to omega E by omega W. Since the couple is more in the engine parts, with that the net gyroscopic couple is C is equals to CW plus CE. So by substituting above two contents, we are getting that there is a plus or minus of 4IW plus or minus of GIE. The positive sign will indicate that when the wheels and the rotating parts of an engine rotating in the same direction, if the rotating parts of an engine revolves in the opposite to that, there is a negative sign will be issued. So due to gyroscopic couple, the vertical reaction on the road surface will be produced, and the reactional will be vertically upwards on the outer wheels and vertically downwards on the inner wheels. Let us the magnitude of this reaction at the two outer or inner wheels P, then Px is equals to constant C, or P is equals to C by X. Therefore, the vertical reaction at each of the outer or inner vehicles, the outer wheels are only two, that is for left turn it is AC, for right turn BD are the inner wheels. In the same way, A for left turn AC are inner and BD are outer. In right turn AC are outer and BD are inner. So for this, only that in any case only the two wheels are in the condition of vertical reaction. So we are taking into the consideration is that P is equals to C by X. We will write it as P by 2 is equals to C by 2X. In the same way, when rotating parts of an engine are rotating in the opposite direction, then there is a negative consideration will be there. Then, so C is equals to CW minus CE. Then the effect of gyroscopic couple is getting the formula as C is equals to omega W into omega P into 4IW plus or minus GIE. This is the gyroscopic couple net, that is net is nothing but on the wheels and on the engine rotating parts. Next, the effect of centrifugal couple also we are getting here. The effect of centrifugal couple is discussed in the next class. So until we are taking the consideration of effect of gyroscopic couple on aeroplane, effect of gyroscopic couple on ship, effect of gyroscopic couple on a four wheeler. So only gyroscopic couple, and then in the next topic we are taking the consideration of centrifugal couple on a motorcycle, car, that is four wheeler automobile. So with that the content of gyroscopic couple or the gyroscopic involvement in the four wheeler and ship and aeroplane will be completed.